So slow circles, deep breaths into your nose, out your mouth. And we're going to change direction, bring it the opposite way. Three, two, one. Drop the head all the way around. Bring it all the way back up to the way. So move the whole way around through the neck. Nice big circles.
Nice.
Okay, one more each direction. Okay, hands on hips, feet shoulder apart, and we're around. And bring it back. And nice circles through the hips. Move through that lower back. Use now anything through the hips or back. One more each direction. Okay, bring our feet together, bend the knees slightly, hands on knees, little circle, and bring it back each time. Okay, then go one more each direction. Okay, from there, out onto the toe, and again, a little circle around, and back. And move as much as you can in each direction. Okay, let's off to the opposite side. Loosen out all the joints. Three, two, one. Okay, we're going to start by putting one hand behind the head, and we're going to put one hand, the other hand opposite that side of the neck. You're just going to pull it slightly to the side, just so you feel a little bit of tension. And we're just going to hold it there. I'm going to inhale, exhale, so you can pull a little bit further. We don't want to force it here, we're just holding it. Now we're going to once more inhale, exhale, pull a little bit further. And if you can, once more, a little bit further. If not, just stay where you are. We're going to hold it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Okay, shake it out. We're going to bring to the side. So again, arm goes behind the head, hand comes to the opposite side of the head, and we just, once we get that first little bit of tension, we don't want to force anything, we just want to feel that little stretch. Inhale, exhale, come a little bit further. And then once more, a little bit further. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Shake it out. Okay, let's bring our arms up to shoulder height. First, we're going to tuck our shoulders back and down. We're just going to do little circles with our arms. Put on little circles with our fingers. Slowly around. Don't let the shoulders come up, so our shoulder blades are tucked back and down. Now we're going to bring it the opposite way. Okay, we're going to go up and down. Remember, keeping our shoulder blades tucked down. And now we're going to hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it down, shake it out. Let's bring our feet a little bit wider and shoulder apart. What we're going to do is we'll come outside and out to side. Just moving side to side here. Open up the inside of our hips. We can come a little bit lower each time, do. Whatever's comfortable for you. Three, 2, and 1. Let's squat down. So we've got a yoga squat. So we're squatting down as slow as we can. Our feet are wide and shouldered apart. And we're going to put our elbows just in between our legs. Just push out. Make sure our back's straight. Just open up the inside of those hips again. Hold that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's sit down. We're going to bring our feet out into a straddle position. So toes pointing to the ceiling. Just out as wide as you can with your toes still pointing to the ceiling. We don't want them falling in. So if you can't keep your feet or your toes pointed up, bring your feet in a little bit closer. And we're just going to walk out as far as we can. And just drop our head down as low as we can. If you can walk a little bit further, do. Again, should be stretching the inside of our hips here. And you can go a little bit further, do. From there, let's walk our hands over to one leg. We're just going to come as low down the legs as we can. So if you can grab your toes, do. If you can't, don't worry. Just rest on the calves. If you can go a little bit lower, do. Try and bring your ears close to your knee as you can. Again, we don't want to force it though, we're just easing into it. And we're going to walk it back to the center now. Again, just as comfortable as much as you can. If you can get your elbows to the floor, do. If you can't, don't worry. Now we're going to walk over to the other leg. Again, if you can reach for the toes, do. If you can't, don't worry. You might find one side you can, one side you can't. That's all right too. And again, if you can come a little bit lower, bring that ear closer to the knee. Do if you can't, don't worry. And bring it back to center again. Just coming as low as you can to the center for 1 second. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. We're going to bring our soles of our feet together. You can put your wrists or your hands. Put your hands on your ankles, and we're actually just going to butterfly our hips there for a second. Just move them a little bit. Four, 3, 2, 1. From there, we are going to just hold on to our toes and just pull ourselves a little bit forward. Again, we're stretching just the inside of our hips here. Just coming as far forward as you can. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back up. Let's cross our legs. You're going to bring one hand to the opposite knee. From there, let's inhale. Pull your core in nice and tight. Exhale. Twist around and look over the back shoulder. From there, you can walk a little bit further, do. If not, just stay where you are. And let's bring it all the way back around. And over to the opposite side. So again, hand comes opposite knee, arm goes back, twist around and look over the shoulder if you can. And if you can, walk a little bit further. And inhale, exhale, bring it back. Okay, let's come over onto our box position. So what we want to do is run our hands and knees. We want a straight line from our shoulder to our wrist and from our knee to our hip. We're going to start by rolling our shoulders back and rolling forward. The nice big circles, move as much as you can the whole way through. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's do a few cat camels. So we're going to drop the head, tuck the hips, push back up towards ceiling. And all the way back up and look up. And up. All the way up and back. So imagine there's a string in the center of your back, pulling you the whole way up, tuck those hips, all the way back. For 3, 2, One more. And back. Okay, from there, let's go one arm forward, one leg back. You're going to pause and swap it over. Goal here is to not rotate. We're coming straight out, straight back. Using our core to keep us balanced. Breathe. Swap it over. Breathe. Swap it over. Keep your core nice and tight. Keep yourself balanced. Your body shouldn't move too much here. It should just be the leg and the arm. Exhale, out. Inhale, back together. Again, keeping that core really tight. Keep yourself stable. Three, two, and one. Okay, sit back onto the heels. Just pull the hands forward there. As far as you can. Stretch out the back. Sitting right back here. Okay, we're going to come back, drop the hips, and just push up. Looking towards you. Just go as comfortable for you. You may not want to come up as high, that's fine. Three, two, and one. Let's lower back down. We are going to put our hands out in front of us. And we're going to go opposite hand comes up, opposite leg comes up. Squeeze and swap it over. Breathe to reach one. Five, four, three, two, and one. We're going to just rest our hand now on, head now on one hand, and you're going to lift back your heel and try and put a heel up into your bum. Just pull it as close as you can. If you get the whole way in, great. If you can't, don't worry. Just stretching out our quad. If you can lift your knee up off the ground a little bit. If you find it too easy, you bring your heel to your bum. Bring the stretch a bit more. Three, two, one. Let it down. Swap to the opposite side. Again, just pull the heel into the bum first. If you find that too easy, lift your hips slightly. Four, three, two, and one. From there, let's drop down, and we're going to lift up and slowly lower. So you put your hands by your side, by your temples or in front of you, and just lift up as high as you can and lower. We're using our lower back to lift up here, keeping our toes in contact with the mat. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Let's come back up into that box position. And from there, we're going to come over onto our back. So, going to pop our heels into the mat, flat into the mat here, make sure your hips are tucked, and I'm going to push up and slowly lower. But tuck, up, back down. We want to move through our spine here and use our glutes to lift up. So you're driving up from here. We're not pulling up through our hips. So squeeze, lift up. So slow. Back down. And turn all the way up. Breathing through each one as well. Okay, on your next one, we're going to lift it up and we're going to hold it there. We're going to squeeze our glutes, squeeze our abs. Really squeezing the glutes to hold ourselves up. You should feel this. Four, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly lower down. We're going to bring our knees up into our chest. I'm just going to rock a little bit. I'm going to move up and down the spine here. Higher you get, better. Don't worry about using momentum. Slow up, back down. Four, 3, 2, and one last one, down and back. Okay, we're going to bring the legs again, just so the knees are bent. We're going to stack one ankle on top of the other, push that knee away from the body, and then we're going to lift up and just bring our hands in between our legs and pull in towards ourselves. Again, keep that knee pressed away from the body. I pull the opposite one towards us. That makes sense, doesn't it? Keep breathing. If you can come a little bit closer. From there, if you want, you can extend your leg up, pull it. We'll bring a little stretch in the hamstring of that extended leg. If you don't feel comfortable to do so, don't, that's fine. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. I'm going to swap it over, opposite side. Again, stack, lift up, push that knee away. Okay, we're just holding it there first. Settle into the stretch. Remember, one side might be tighter than the other, that's all right. And if you can, extend that leg up. Again, get a little stretch into the hamstring. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, put them down. Let's bring our legs out in front of us. Make sure our back is tucked into the floor so there's no space between our back and the floor. So do this by engaging our core. I'm going to lift one leg up and lower and lower. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. All the way up, slowly lowering each time. For 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And rest. Okay, onto the opposite side, lift up. Again, keep that back in contact with the mat. Slow back down. Keeping it controlled. Up. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Just keep going. We're going to do 4 more. 4. Don't let that back come up off the mat. 3, 2, and 1 more. Up. And rest. Okay. You're going to stay lying. I'm going to sit up and show what we're going to do. So we're going to bring our elbows to our sides and we're going to let them fall out as far as you can. Our hands and back. As far as you can out and back. You want to keep your elbows to your sides the whole time we're doing this. Out. Back. We're getting some rotation into our shoulders. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's bring them up the shoulder height, back, and bring them forward as much as you can, and back. Again, we're lying flat. I'm just sitting up to show you what we're doing. You might find one side you can get it back and the other you can't. Don't worry, that's all right. Goal here is just focus on the rotation as much as you can. We don't do enough rotation work with our shoulders to make them stiff. Keep moving each way. My line. If you find one side you can't go the full way, just leave it there, holding. Might let gravity bring it down. Same thing. You bring it back. Hold at the point where it can't go. Let gravity see if it'll go a little bit further. Don't force it. Don't pop your shoulders to bring it up. You're just moving slowly each way. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring it back and drop it. Okay, let's pop over back to the box position. I'm going to start here by stepping one leg back. Okay, and we're just going to push our heel towards the floor. Just open up that calf muscle a little bit. You can rock back and forward. Forward, bring it back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's lift the leg up, bend the knee, and we're going to push our heel, or push our sole of our foot towards the ground. Our hip should not move here. Pushing towards the ground here, slowly squeeze up and back, using our glute. All the way up and lower, all the way up and lower. We shouldn't be bending ourselves no higher. We're keeping our back neutral, lift up, and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it back down. We're going to bring the other leg back now. Just pop down, and back, over that calf, push, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back, lift up, and we're going to again squeeze up as high as we can and lower. Remember, we're just going as high as we can without lifting more like this. We're not actually using that muscle stem, we're just compensating. Keep our core, keep our body nice and tight here. Lift up as high as you can and lower. And we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1 more, all the way up, back down. Okay, we're going to come up onto our knees here. Then bring one leg forward, one leg back. We're just going to squeeze forward, squeezing our glute from behind, pushing our knee over our toe while keeping the front foot flat. So if you're going like this, come further back. We'll keep ourselves up tall here as well. We're just squeezing that glute here. If you can, come a little bit further. If you can't, just stay where you are. Now, whatever is comfortable for you. As you feel that muscle opening, can you sink a little bit further? If you can't, stay where you are. From there, we're going to inhale, exhale, sit back. You can point your toes to the ceiling, point your toes to the ground. We're just going to stretch out our hamstring again. If you want, you can pop your toe down like this. It can be a little bit easier. You can have a slight bend in the knee as well. Remember, we're not trying to force anything here. Now we're going to inhale, exhale, come forward. Let's swap it over to the opposite side. So again, squeeze that glute from behind, sink down as far as comfortable, keeping our head up. We're not trying to lean forward into it. I'm going to push our knee over our toe. Remember, if you can go a little bit further, do. If you can, don't worry. Remember, we don't want to force anything here. Sinking out, open up that hip as it opens up. Now from there, we're going to inhale, exhale, sit back into the hamstring stretch. Remember, bend your knee if you need to. You can pop your toe down if you find that a little bit more comfortable. Keep the toe up to yourself. You can sit back further if you feel like your hamstrings opening up to do so. And from there, inhale, exhale, come forward and stand up. Let's interlock our fingers behind our back. Just pushing our chest out, lift up as high as you can. Okay, we're going to interlock our fingers, push them far apart as you can, dropping our head. And again, let's push up towards the ceiling, as high as we can. Lean it over to one side. Bring it back to center. And over to the opposite side. Back to center, let it go, and you're done.